the $105,000 to the Clinton Foundation. So that's where I'm at with that, and as part of the discussion, I take questions. Anybody have any questions?
You talk about vetting. It's against the law to destroy government documents.
That's right.
And we have Hillary admitting that she
It's crazy.
erased all those documents. She should be immediately disqualified.
It's a great point.
What about charges?
It's a great point. I mean,
So many things.
I'm blown away with this because we got brain up, grown up. You know, the Democrats are gone. We got 3/4 of the Republicans, quite frankly, are gone. Established Republicans. They are established. I believe the last of the Mohicans is the House Freedom Caucus. The House Freedom Caucus, I'm still testing them. I still don't know totally where they sit. But, you know, Rona threw us a bone with Trey Gowdy on the Benghazi situation. I'm hoping Trey comes through, because I happen to admire Trey Gowdy. I happen to admire Congressman Louis Gohmert. I happen to admire Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann. She's no longer with us, no longer in the House of Representatives, unfortunately.
Still with us, though.
But she's still with us. That's what I meant. But I mean, it's crazy, and it's really, I mean, the Clintons are so good at, they know how the American public is.
No, they
They're
don't.
so good.
Well, they do a little bit, but it's more the media. They're not playing media.
Well, whatever. I mean, they have them.
That's what I'm saying, but they're playing media, and media is willingly going along,
They spread that money around like crazy.
including buying up the media.
Absolutely, 100% right. But I believe that there's a case here. I mean, this is a compelling. This is what this whole thing with the Iranian government. Because I'm going to bring it full circle because it's come out that the chief negotiator, for example, just to talk about this because I don't have all the information yet. But the chief negotiator, I'm still researching. The chief negotiator for this Benghazi Iranian deal, which we know based on it's statistically significant, based on the data that's come out. I mean, I don't have drone pictures of the Iranian nuclear facility. I don't. But based on the way this thing is playing out, Iran has the bomb. North Korea has the bomb. Iran has the bomb. It's statistically significant. I don't have proof, but based on the way Iran is acting with America, it's conceivable. I'm not saying it's it's an unadulterated fact, but it's pretty close to that Iran has the bomb. Worst case scenario, it's on a long ballistic. I mean, I'm not a nuclear expert or whatever. It's on a long range ballistic. I mean, they have nuclear capability.
Very
close. They have nuclear capability.
Many people feel that that's what
And what Obama is concerned about.
this so-called trade deal.
Right,
He's giving them more time and more ability. He's enabling them to continue their enrichment program of the uranium so that they can fast track what they're doing to build a bomb. If they haven't already, if they're not already capable, he's allowing it. He's giving them.
Well, they have absolutely, because the sanctions, the only thing that you're absolutely right. The sanctions are the things that's really the only thing that works against these
Well,
terrorist
we should
regimes.
press harder sanctions.
But they have, quite honestly, if North Korea has the bomb, they already have a memorandum of understanding with North Korea, Iran. They're very close. They have the bomb. So, the truth be told, he's pulling the sanctions away. Why? He's sitting on global nuclear proliferation. What does that mean? I mean, think about
Because
it.
the sound of Muslim prayer in the morning is the most beautiful sound he ever heard.
But think about it.
Winds of change.
But think about it. Think about his presidency. Think about his presidency. You got rogue regimes having nuclear. Think about it. You got Iran being the OG in the Middle East with nuclear capabilities.
Iran wants to wipe Israel off the map.
Right.
They want to wipe us off.
They want to wipe us off the map. And Obama stands with the Muslims, peaceful, whatever you want to call people, moderate. He stands with the Muslim nations in the Middle East because he's done it through all of his policies, his executive fiat. He shows where his alliance is. It's not with America, our national security, and our allies.
You're 100%
Our
right.
allies in the Middle East.
That's why everybody questions if he's a foreign national, if he's an American, or whatever.
Right.
After Lawrence, I'll take you because Lawrence has get Lawrence.
Do you do you believe that his trading 5 of Al-Qaeda's leaders out of Guantanamo for one U.S. Army deserter, does that constitute treason?
That's a great, no, that's another, that's a great, like our great Senator Tom Cotton said, they all can rot in hell,
Yeah.
I love that guy. He was a great senator. That's a great point. I mean,
So I believe he knew.
I
He knew what
believe,
he was doing.
see, that was I had another scenario, like you're saying, with the 5 Taliban swap, the Benghazi issue, where he's absent. Are you kidding me? The President of the United States?
Didn't you go to bed?
General Dempsey,
Went to a fundraiser.
Leon Panetta, that's statistically significant. General Dempsey went before congressional oversight committees and said that he was absent.
Yeah.
Leon Panetta, the defense.
Everybody has to go to bed sometime.
And Hillary Clinton too. And Hillary Clinton too.
She didn't take that phone call.
Well, she's like Secretary of State.
But that's a harder thing to prove. That's a harder thing to show. Because now, like, there was a thing that Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer from the Pentagon was on the Bill O'Reilly show, and he claimed that not only did Obama send out the Taliban, like you said, the 5 Taliban, and they were basically involved with the Al-Qaeda, and as we learned from our generals, it's Iran.
You mean the generals that were all fired?
Well, the generals like Petraeus,
No, that were all fired.
like General Petraeus, General Keane,
Yeah.
Force Guard General Keane, Lieutenant General Flynn, Michael Flynn,
Gotcha.
all our generals are claiming that ISIS, Al-Qaeda is Iran. Iran is the OG. Iran is the ISIS over here. Iran is ISIS. But getting to your point, Tony Shaffer claimed, and Bill O'Reilly never touched on it. I don't know why. $5 billion also went to Qatar.
Because that's what they sent them.
But it's crazy though.
They sent them to.
Think about that.
So it wasn't ransom.
So you got the title. I think it's a federal law where you can't materially support terrorists.
That's
You-
constitutional. We cannot.
The United States owns. Right, and what you're doing is you can't put human assets back in the field.
So what is treason?
Right, well, but that's hard to prove because where's the money? Did the president? That's why I love this scenario because
Accepting
the
the
cases are
money
done
is
already.
treasonous.
Yeah, pardon?
Accepting the money is treasonous.
Yeah, it is.
So it's done.
That's right. See, because the
And it's in
thing.
the Constitution. Why do you need another 50 laws to say what's already written
You're right.
beats me?
You're right.
50 million unnecessary regulations, 50 million
Absolutely.
repeat laws.
The original point about vetting the people running for office, I actually think that that's waiting too long. In order to participate in governmental programs, whether it be welfare, whether it's the unemployment, whether it's Social Security, you need to prove you qualify for them. So before you should run for office, you need to petition, you need to do all these things. It should be, the burden of proof should be put on the person running for office to prove that they qualify. Be it age, be it citizenship, they should all be part of the election law. You shouldn't wait until.
Well, I mean, why don't we? I mean, you're right. But you're 100% right, and it was probably more efficient. But quite frankly, why can't we? Just for the sake of just having something there, why can't we just open up the McCain hearing? It was already done.
No, I'm saying the burden of proof shouldn't be on Congress or on the Senate. It should be on the individual.
Well, but it should come. But then you're right. But then it should come from the Congress or the Senate.
So they don't have to make
They ask them, right, to make them meet the burden of proof.
But all the candidates need to give the evidence on their own
Right.
guys.
I agree.
To submit it, and then Congress will evaluate it.
There you go.
They don't need to be the one looking for it.
Right.
That's the way it used to be when we had
Well, it's like when you get a city job.
We don't have another
You
government
show your birth
anymore. So now we
certificate.
I mean, it's a great point. It's a great point. I mean, that could be part of that committee that was already opened. It was already done in 2000. It was a hearing. At the time, I was able to find it. You can't find it anymore, the McCain hearing, but it was a hearing. And they came up with this resolution, Senate Resolution 511. And it's not true what they said in the resolution. They said that there is no evidence of the intent of the framers. That's ridiculous. And they actually went through this resolution. You believe that? There is.
Well, the intent of the framers was very clear. They don't want foreign nationals being the executive of the United States.
Right.
Because
of
their
England.
alliance is
Right.
to be with their former.
And at the time,
homeland.
right, at the time, it's a great point. At the time, it was England.
Right.
But as far as the vetting process goes,
It has to be done.
it used to get done. But it doesn't get done anymore. Now, because it doesn't get done, we can't trust our elected officials.
That's true, because I think, and then
We have to do it.
and then Pat, like you're saying now,
We have to do
we
our
can
job
extend the
and
vetting
theirs.
process, absolutely, we can extend the vetting process not only to the presidential candidates, we have to extend the process to the United States, to the House, and to the United States
They're
Senate.
doing it.
Because then when we do that, with all this intelligence, they sit on classified committees.
Excuse me, we should not have.
They could send one of those girls that
Themselves
Mendes, they could send one of those girls to the Congress, you know, to where that Mendes was sitting on, and they could ask him some private matters about America, classified information. It's crazy.
You are the key voice on the radio every Friday night. Would you consider interviewing people like for 15 minutes?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, because what's happening is with my show,
Yeah.
I'm working on growing the show. Right now, you know, I only have an hour, and it's a people's show.
Like that.
It goes by like, it's a people's show. You know, people come on the air, I talk with the people, I love it. And I'm trying to bring more content in, until they expand my show to where I get 6 to 10 hours a week. Then I can do like you said, I would love to do that.
Maybe also your pre-show, you could also have maybe interviews.
Yeah, maybe at some point, because it's hard right now, because I'm managing, I got a show, I'm preparing for a show, I have a pre-show, so it's a lot of different work going on.
Well, you interview Bubba every week.
Well, we cross-examined Bubba about this, you know, this donation and why did he do it. He couldn't come up with an answer. He was talking about OBGY, what was that, So, I mean, you know, it's crazy to me, you know, I mean,
They used to that as a moonlighting situation.
what's really crazy is that this is actually statistically significant. I mean,
What
it's
you're
like 4
saying,
pages.
what you're saying is that Bama is the OG and Bubba is the OBGYN.
Well, Bubba, also too, Bubba's, you know, if you want to really be honest, he's like Bill Clinton. I mean, he's like, he's Count Dracula. You're letting Count Dracula, he's in a blood bank. He's just going nuts.
Count Chocolater was
He
a good
always
singer.
comes up, always has.
I mean, it's like, you know, so it's letting him running around and then Winnebago, the Clinton
Yeah.
Foundation, it's crazy.
Count Dracula in a blood
Yeah,
bank.
blood bank. Think about it. That's Count Dracula.
He's gotta pay bills.
Right? It's really crazy. When you think about it, somebody pulled me up.
There's only one way to stop it.
Somebody
Have a
called me
tax
up.
strike.
Was that?
Only one way to stop it, have a tax strike. Then they have nothing to.
Well, like they did, like our forefathers did, right? They
No, she's talking about Ayn Rand. She's talking about.
Oh, I read it's
I'm not
crazy.
talking about Ayn Rand, I'm talking about what we're living today, and that the taxes we pay.
That's right, for nothing.
Nonsense, for
For nothing.
criminal activity is
It's
absurd.
criminal activity.
And when it's criminal activity.
It's criminal activity.
And for them to enrich.
And they're good at it. They're really good at
Why
it.
should
The
we
Clintons
be
are, they know the
paying
laws. Great point. They know the laws, they know how to, and it's really hard.
I mean, they
because-
know the law. They don't respect the law.
But they know how to finagle with the law. They know with words, you know,
And
may,
everything's give us more
could,
money.
should,
Give
might.
us more money to education.
Come on.
Since the 60s. and
The law-
They're all- Look at this, think about it, right? Castro. I was talking to somebody, I'll take your quote. Castro, right? Everybody talks about Castro. He tells his people, I make $900 a month. I get $38 for a week in United States dollars. I'm living like everybody else. I'm living a good life of the heat.
He's got the other,
No.
more of the.
Yeah.
The cat owns 20 properties. He's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's an OG. Don't you love these communists, these socialists? They see the bankers, they want their money, they become them.
Right, Kim Jong mentally, whatever.
They become them. Al Gore, hundreds of millions of dollars, goes in front of everybody. Yeah, you know, climate control, climate change, and all this stuff, the emissions, they don't jump into a SUV.
Private jets and private
Private jets, they'll jump into an SUV, which contributes to the CO2.
His carbon footprint is bigger than Godzilla.
I mean, these socialists are real
People who want to
hypocrites.
say the environmental.
Learjet.
Fugazi's fake. This is fake. Oh, this is crazy. Obama's worth over 20 million already. He hasn't even got out of office yet. And you want to know something what's really crazy in my head? I don't think he wants to leave.
Environmentalists.
He knows where all, it's like, you know, criminals, when they know where all the skeletons are, you know? So Obama's there, he don't want to leave. Hillary wants to get in. So I'm not saying that they don't want power, but they know where all the skeletons are. They don't want a new crew going in there saying, oh, look what Obama did. Oh, look what Hillary did. They don't want that. So they got to stay in. Obama, you know, I don't know what's up with this guy, but something's going to come out that's going to blow. I think it's going to be like off the hook.
But it's not gonna be till after he's out of
Well,
office.
I don't know.
That's when they're gonna wait, otherwise
Drake
they're
County, I mean,
They're remanded.
I'm just concerned about,
I think
honestly,
that's why he's doing the racial division religion thing and he should.
Absolutely. Racially divide, he has to have it like that in order for him to stay in power.
Right, because
That's what-
Congress put the hammer down.
That's a great point.
That's what we're calling.
Because they know what buttons to push. Instead of talking about the human race
That's
and
his
keeping people
insurance
together.
policy.
Absolutely. Instead of keeping people together, talk about the human race, how we can help
It's a
everybody.
disgrace what him and Michelle, what they've done with the
I mean,
opportunity that
they
could
talk
have had
about race all the
in this
time.
country.
I mean,
Michelle Obama's even worse.
She's
it's
worse than-
crazy what they do. I mean, for the grace of God. I mean, I'm a human being. I respect all people. This is about human race, no?
We're all American.
Yeah. I mean,
I find it to literally be like a sin.
why can't
What
we
he
talk
has
about?
done for
Why can't we talk
race
about-
relations in this country,
Right.
it's a sin what he's done on the backs of people who died, like Martin Luther King. What this man has done as the first black president, he should be on his knees every day praying to God to forgive him for what he's done, for race
Well,
relations in this country.
he doesn't look at it like that. He's an OG politician.
But do you
And he
get, don't you see the picture? The picture is that the 60s were chaotic.
Bad.
They were insane years. Everything was a horror. So if he brings us back to those times,
Absolutely. That's how we control the situation.
So they're not
Absolutely.
controlling it, that's what he
Absolutely.
and who are you?
Never-
No one but yourselves into
Never make a
politics.
good tragedy.
I say
or
stop
waste
feeding
something
the
like that.
animals,
Wasn't
stop
that,
feeding the
Because, and as you said, Pat, and as you said, Diane,
wants this country to implode.
to vote,
He
absolutely.
wants the country to
Absolutely.
implode.
Crisis
Race,
go away.
Absolutely. Because then you got the media who's in the tank for him, obviously. So you got this whole thing. It's crazy. Okay, my brother is.
Quick question. So moving forward, how would you get younger people like myself involved in this? I mean, really, we are the future to change it, but
That's right.
we don't hear this message loud enough.
That's true.
What is your idea on really getting us in the media and making us move forward?
Well, doing like the things that the Brooklyn Young Republican Club, Glenn and Sarah did with the rally at the front of the 1 P.M. Plaza against Hillary Clinton.
I was told
If
that.
we could get, Diane,
I was
Diane, I can just.
So go hit
I'm sorry.
the issues,
I'm
hit the
sorry.
issues.
You need
Real
exposure.
Yes.
I
You
was-
know,
Social
I
media.
want to see your face
Social
on
media.
television,
Social
and they pay attention to you
Right.
as a young Republican.
I was told
Somehow,
Hillary
they just don't
Clinton-
get covered.
Hillary Clinton.
There's
I was
so
told,
many like
had
you,
a
and
statement
we don't
ready to
hear
go.
about them.
That's true.
Unless you.
Oh, you told me that, right.
I was told that from a Hillary Clinton worker that worked in that same office, I was
But there's
told
none.
that they had a statement ready to go about our rally. They knew about our rally because the campaign workers were going in front of us.
Right.
They were, if we had more people, we had about 25 people. It was a, weekend where there was special elections, you were working on. But we probably would have had 50, but let's be honest. But if we had a large amount of people got up from their sitting down and just do something, like tonight, people came to hear things and get to, try to do something
Have that
about it.
conversation,
Have a conversation, let's get motivated, let's start doing something, because our city's burning.
Right.
But they had a statement ready to go about our rally. We put a little spotlight on the issue. It was kind of funny that right after, because we were telling, about Trey Gowdy, we want you to go. It's kind of funny on Tuesday, her lawyer comes out and actually, not saying we did it, but it's kind of funny that right after, she said she would go in front of Trey Gowdy and actually go in front of Congress and talk about the,
When she was supposed to have been there by May 1st, that didn't go.
Right, but now she said she would, but she only wants to do it one time, she don't want to go back and forth, what she gave her
How does she get to set the rules?
Right,
She
and then
doesn't
also
think she
Bill
can.
Clinton, Monday, right after, I think he was in Africa at the time when he did a trip from the foundation. He also made a statement pertaining to the money. He was like, oh, no, that's not the money. Everything is good.
Knowingly
No, we didn't take nothing. We're the Clintons. We robbed banks. I mean, no. They're the Bonnie and Clyde of the political world. They really are. But, we got to get active. We got to, and look, I'm very happy with where the club is going after I leave office of the club. I know we're going to start recruiting more younger members and all that and get people motivated. And with Jamie over here possibly running for office, we need more young people to be involved in that process. It's very important to get involved and say, listen, this is my future. I don't want America to die. I'm here as a young kid or younger American. I'm here I have an investment that I want to be made. If it means I get slaughtered on top of the hill in the sense of if you're running for something and whatever the case may be, it's not a losing effort at the end of the day, it really isn't, because you're waking some people up. You're starting the thing, you're getting a voice out there, people are gonna recognize you, they're gonna hear your name. And then when you go into another avenue of venture to actually do something else, you become a leader. And it's important, we need strong leadership
But the big
for our
question-
message to be put
But
out.
Glenn, what
Absolutely.
worked at that rally was that Diane had all the facts. We
Yeah.
weren't just sitting there shouting, we don't want Hillary.
Right.
She
She
sat